Sports brought to you by Jim White Honda. I'm Noelle Blumel. Bedford's baseball program is well known for its talent, and one of their own once had goals of going pro before replacing his baseball jersey with fire gear.
You know, things that happen make you who you are.
Today, Jackson Lamb can be found in the Toledo Firehouse, but at one point, you would have thought he'd be on the baseball diamond full time.
I was only 18 years old, and basically making baseball my life, there has to be some type of backup plan. I came into Michigan with a vengeance. I went down there, he offered me a full scholarship. I had no other option to take it. It just seemed like a no-brainer. It was close to home, and at the time, I didn't know if I had inklings that I might get drafted, so it just seemed like a perfect plan, and that happened to be plan A after the draft.
A decision impacted by not getting drafted where he wanted out of high school. But injuries, including a fractured back and UCL tear, would alter his athletic journey.
I went to Michigan with the intention of, you know, I could be the first overall pick. You know, when I come here, work my tail off, be a first overall pick, and then you almost feel like you took steps backwards in those 3 years instead of being where you thought you were going to be. I just honestly didn't have the heart to play anymore. Just you put all this time and effort into something, and then just things happen that you didn't really prepare for or could control, so it kind of gets snatched from you a little bit. I wasn't bitter. It was just I just kind of knew my time was done.
Born with a cleft lip and palate, Lamb is no stranger to setbacks and used his experiences as inspiration.
During my time at Michigan, I grew an interest in speech pathology. I worked with a speech pathologist growing up, obviously, with all my cleft stuff. I was working at Toledo Hospital. I was working in the neuro ICU, so a lot of stroke victims, TBIs, car accidents. After they got them all stable and stuff, I'd be talking to them, and they'd always say, you know, they remember firefighters pulling them out or firefighters helping them.
Stories that sparked a calling to serve the other field he was raised in.
My dad's a Toledo police officer, so that was always instilled in us, you know, community service. My mom was a federal probation officer, so it just seemed like a good path for me.
Even so, the former two-sports star still aims to be better, as most natural athletes do.
But I don't know if you ever feel 100% satisfied, just because you always know that there's always going to be a next call and stuff like that, but we always want to be ready. I think I feel the most confident in my job when I feel the most prepared. There's always stuff you can improve on, and I never want to be complacent. And also, all the stuff that we talked about, I don't regret either. You know, I'm beyond happy with where I am in my life, and that never would have happened if those bad things happened too.
And in his free time, Lamb is still able to get his fix from the dugout as he's heading into another year as Bedford's assistant baseball coach. But for now, that is all for sports.